What's up everyone, welcome back to Elden Ring. Now this is the first video in a series of videos that will be based off of showing you guys different builds. It will range from anime builds to just builds that look cool, high damage builds, magic builds, everything. So bear with me, this is the first one that I've done, so bear with me while I try to get in the groove of how to streamline these videos, because I don't want them to be too long. I would like, you guys to get the information you need pretty quickly. So without further ado, make sure to hit the subscribe button and let's get into this build. Now, this build is self-healing, basically. Now, I do want to preface that I'm level 160 on Journey 2. Once I can respec, I will go down to 150 and kind of leave it at 150, because I don't really think anything past 150 is needed for most builds. But let's get into equipment. Now, this will be centered around the heavy great stars. This is not a feasible build for your first playthrough. This would be like late game. So I would recommend this start of a new journey to start this build. So like I said, we're going to use the great stars, level 25, with a strength scaling A on heavy. Now, having heavy affinity is very important for a part of this build. You could do a bleed build, whatever, because you can see that it has natural blood loss buildup. The thing about this weapon, though, is it landing attack slightly restores HP. Now, if you combine that with the skill Prelate's Charge, where you slam your weapon into the ground and create a surge of flames, and then charge in, and you can continuously hold the button down for this to keep charging. So you can do a lot of blood loss and get those attacks landed. But if you combine that with the Godskin Swaddling Cloth, that regeneration factor is increased by a lot. You can see my other talismans are the Carrion Crest, which lowers your FP consumption by skills, aka Ashes of War. Since we're using an Ash of War as primary damage output, you definitely want the Shard of Alexander. And I have the Rotten Wings Sword insignia, just to that way it increases your attack power as you keep getting hits in. Now, you could totally do the Lord's Blood Exaltation, I think that's what it's called, because you will be doing bleed build, so you could do that. For skills, well, for incantations, you can see down on the bottom right, we have Golden Vow, Blood Flame Blade, and Flame Grant Me Strength. Now, the reason that the heavy affinity is so important is that way you can still apply the Blood Flame Blade to your weapon. And any seal, really, I just have the finger seal on. For the Wanderer's Physick, I have the Spiked Crack tier just to boost that charged attack power. I don't know if it actually works, but I like to think it does, so we did that. And then raises max stamina. Any armor set will do. Now, obviously, the white mask would be preferable, just so you get that extra damage boost. But for some reason, I didn't pick it up in the first playthrough of this game. I was doing a the Moonveil Spellblade build, so it never really crossed my mind to pick it up. But I would recommend that as your head armor, just for a little more damage output. We're gonna go do Margit, just so I can show you guys how OP this build is. Now, this build does do a crap ton of stagger damage. Like a crap ton. So you can, in fact, end up staggering enemies. So I'll let him hit me. Alright, so you guys can see he does some good damage. And just you guys can just see my health. And now he's already into second stage. And you see there's the bleed build up. So I accidentally went off the world. So we're redoing this. You hold your Ash of War, and you just hold them. Now you can see he got some damage in. And as you can see, then we just kind of start healing. Now you won't have to carry as many health potions, but you will tank some hits. Actually, you will take a lot of hits. You do get a good poise out of this, but as you can see, you heal, and even just the flames from the blood flame count as a consecutive hit. So next I'll show you guys what it's like on Godrick. Alright, so there's his damage. And you can see the flames continue to do damage, so now the best is if you can, the best way to really heal yourself is any of the bosses that can be stun locked very easily. That's where this build will excel. And you can see right there, look, with all that. Now, of course, that was without Blood Flame Blade. But if you get it timed right, even like here, so you can see just massive amount of damage. Of course, I'm sucking because I've been playing Dark Souls 1. when that bleed does hit, you do so much damage already, and as you can see, you can heal through most things.
To our home, bathed in rays of gold.
Like when you fight Renala, or like I said, any of these smaller bosses or mini bosses that can be stun locked, those ones you can do without them. You can go through their whole phase. Like Renala, you can do without getting interrupted just by stun locking her in the bleed. Let's get into skills. Now again, or not skills, stats. Now again, I am level 160, so obviously my stats would be a little different if I was at level 150. So I will adjust accordingly. Now, mine 25, you do not need that high. My first playthrough, I wanted to use Black Knife. You could get away with like 20. Strength 65 is great. Faith 25. You can upgrade your faith to do a little bit more damage. I'm pretty sure the flame on the prelate's charge will scale a little bit with faith. I don't know 100% for sure, but test it out. That might work. Endurance, again, really depends on how long you want to go for charges and stuff like that, but I find with this mixture, you can out heal everything. Like I did the dragon in Limgrave without taking a hit or anything, just because of that healing and how much stagger damage it does, and the flames continuous damage, so that buffs up your Rotten Wind insignia. It's a really fun build. I highly suggest anyone who just wants to try something a little different. It did take a little bit to get used to the play style, in my opinion, but highly recommend this play style. It's quite fun. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Go get you some limited edition 100 sub merch if some is still available, and I will see everyone in the next video. Peace and love.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it, and I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory.